Yeah, yeah. Good morning. Good Saturday morning. Hope you all are having a great Saturday thus far. Hope you are having a great Saturday. Help me get folks to come on and be a part of what we're doing. If you could share, like, and share, it'd be awesome. We appreciate you if you would like and share today's broadcast. Go ahead and help us if you're on. Help us like and share, help us to get folks on this Saturday morning. Like and share. If you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. If you're on here and you're watching, where are you from? Are you from the Hatch and Waxahachie? If you're watching from somewhere else, let me know where you're watching. You can use the comment section. Let me know you're here. Help me to get also get folks to share this message. So if you can share this broadcast, getting ready to start our love and marriage show. So like and share. Help us to get folks on today. Come on, help us. Like and share. Like and share. Help us get the word out. Share our broadcast today. It's the last broadcast for this year on love and marriage. And so we just wanted to get the word out. You can help me like and share as our love and marriage show. So if you can do that, help us get the word out. Today, I want you to help me get the word. I'm going to talk about the vows, the marriage vows that we take at the wedding. What is that all about? We're going to talk about that today, the marriage vows, and hope you'll be interactive with me. I'm by myself today. Usually, I have my wife with me, Mona, but we have our kids who need her to be with them at this time. So I'm going to try to hold the fort down this morning, but need y'all help. You can help us like and share. Going to get into the wedding vows today. Like, share, like. Help us get the word out. Get some folks on with us. I want you to help us get going. Get going. Again, today, we're going to talk about marriage vows and what's that all about, the marriage vows. So, I hope you would get on with me today. All right. Um, Today, again, I'm going to talk about love and marriage God's way, giving a Bible perspective on what God says about marriage and relationships. And there's a lot of voices out there, but it's not necessarily a lot of voices referring to the Bible. So we're going to try to do that today. I'm going to try to do that today by myself. My wife is without children. So I need you to help me. Let me know you're there. Use the comment section. And also, as I said before, like and share. Like and share. Awesome. All right, today's topic, I won't labor long, but our topic today is talking about the marriage vow. Some of you have heard the marriage vow, the wedding vow. And I just want to know, there's traditional wedding vows. There's also a new movement, not necessarily new, but there's a trend that's been going on for some time of couples writing your own vows. I'm just interested from those who are watching. What's your opinion on vows, wedding vows? Are you one that's big on the traditional vows? Do you think the traditional vows are the best way, wedding vows? Or are you one of the ones who are more, you're more for traditional vows? Today we're going to talk about the wedding vows and what they mean and all of that. So today we're going to talk about the wedding vows and all of that. So my question to you, if you can use the comment section, my question I'm asking is, what do you prefer? Do you prefer written vows, personal vows, or traditional vows? I just want to see a feel for those who are watching. Do you prefer written vows? Do you prefer, uh, you know, traditional vows? I want somebody to answer that for me on the broadcast today. I'm by myself today. My wife is with our children today, and this is our last episode. We did love and marriage God's way through the month of February. This is the last one, last episode. Hope you've been blessed. But I want you to help me, especially since I'm by myself today. I need y'all to help me out. Somebody can use the comment section on YouTube or on Facebook. I just want to know real quick, do you have a preference of using traditional vows or more personal vows? What do you think of your preference is as far as weddings or marriage? Even if you're not married, what's your stance? Are you an advocate for personal vows or traditional vows? Anybody gonna take me up on that on the comment section? Anybody? No? All right. Well, we'll move on. We will move on. So today I don't have any problem with with personal vows, those vows that each couple, each person in the couple wants to make, those personal vows and oaths that folks want to make at the wedding. I'm not going to hate on that. But when I perform marriages, for me, I I will have the couples, if they want to do personal vows. I'm an advocate for that if that's what they want. But I also want to review those vows, and then I also have the couple to, uh, after they finish theirs, also recite or state the traditional vows. And today I don't have anything against personal vows, but we can't move too far away from the traditional vows because of that strong Bible base. I'm going to get into that today. Okay, so if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say traditional vows, here's what it says. You've been to a wedding twice. You've heard this before, but it says, "I take you to be my lawful wedded wife or husband." Okay, so that's the beginning of the vow. Then it says to have, to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, for in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish until death do us part. This I do plow my faith. Or this, some say, this is my solemn vow. All right, so that's the traditional vow that I just mentioned a few moments right there. That's traditional vow. Today, what I want to do is really dissect that. We're going to break that down. And usually, any couple that I am counseling or pre-marriage, we want to always take time to look at the vows and the significance, the Bible significance of those vows. So we're going to do that right now. The first part of the traditional vow says, "I take this person to be my lawful wedded husband or wife." What does that mean? Well, in simple English, that means that I am, by my own choice, marrying this person. Unlike monarchs or families with kings, where the bride is chosen sometimes, or even at childhood, when we get married, the traditional vow saying, "I'm freely choosing this person." It said that vow, that part of the vow says, "I take thee to be my lawful wedded husband or wife." Means I'm at my own will selecting this person to be the one that God has for me. I'm selecting this person. So that's the blessing of that. It's just that God gives us free choice and free will, and amen, that God allows us to choose who we want to marry. But then there's a danger that don't have time to deal with that. But this first vow, part of the vow says, "I take thee to be my lawful wedded husband or wife." Again, that's dealing with traditional marriage. With marriage, as it says, this is my choice. I'm doing this of my own will. Second piece of that, to have and to hold from this day forward. To have and to hold from this day forward. Um, and if there's anybody here online, if you want to chime in, feel free to do so on any of these vows with me. But to have and to hold from this day forward, this is more or less connecting the Bible verse we've talked about over and over and over as we've been talking about this love month. Genesis 2:24 says, "Therefore shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh." We talk about this all the time. That one flesh, that coming together, or or that union. The word literally means to glue together, to unite or to glue something to another. And so to have and to hold means that that's what I'm doing. I am choosing today to bond with this person for the rest of my life, to have and to hold from this day forward in every aspect of holding. Amen. So we're thankful for that. So you're able to hold, to know this person, both physically, intimately. So that's awesome. Then we see in the vow not only to have and to hold, we also see for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health. All right. And so when we look at that, this is really helping us to understand what Paul was talking about in 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 28, when Paul was dealing with those who were burning, singles who were burning, or desire to be have sexual relations. Paul said in 1 Corinthians 7, he told them, "Hey, listen, if you got to be with somebody, go ahead and get married. But I want to save you the burden and the trouble that comes with marriage." What Paul is saying is that sometimes when you get married, that it can bring on trouble, worldly trouble. But this vow says that no matter what trouble comes, I'm in for the long haul. I'm not gonna just be a fair weather husband or wife. That vow says for better, for worse, richer, poor, sickness and health. This really means that I'm in for the long haul. I'm going to take the journey with you. I'm in for the ups, the downs, the valleys, the mountaintops. I'm in 100%. Again, so we're talking about these wedding vows today, and those who are joining the conversation is still asking. I haven't really got a lot of response, but the ask is still: do you prefer traditional vows, wedding vows, or your personal vows? Traditional vows or your personal vows? But as we look at this today, um, we talked about so far about this the traditional wedding vow to take. I take thee to be my lawful wedded husband or wife. We covered that again, and that means that I am choosing you by free will. Again, that's that God has given us freedom of choice. And also, if you need Bible for that, 1 Corinthians 7:13 talks about the free will in selecting a mate. Then we talk about to have and to hold from this day forward. That's connected to Genesis 2:24. The two are becoming one flesh. I'm going to unite a bond with this person for the rest of my life, a bond that cannot be broken. Then we talked about this last one I just covered for better, worse, sickness, in health, rich or poor. This one we connected to 1 Corinthians 7:28. Is that trouble is going to come, but I'm vowing that I'm going to take that journey with you. The next piece of that says to love and to cherish, to love and to cherish, and that means that I'm going to sacrifice. I'm willing to sacrifice and give up everything that I want in order to uh to be in this relationship with you. And then cherish means that I'm going to value the person with me. And I don't want to take a long time, but that's what half the problem in the marriage is. We value everything else. We value our job, trying to make money. We value our children, but sometimes we can lose value in our spouse. So again, to love and to cherish. And then the last piece of that, and this is why I want to really circle and underline and before we go today, till death do us part. To death do us part. And this means that this is going to be for the rest of our lives. Matthew 19:4 and 6, 4 through 6, talks about this, but specifically the last part of these verses says, "So they are no longer two, but one flesh. What therefore God has joined together, let no man take asunder." Or another way to say that let no man separate. God is saying, to death do you part. Again, so the traditional vows, they have all biblical connections. I take thee to be my wedded wife or husband, 1 Corinthians 7:39. To have and to hold from this day forth, Genesis 2:24. For better or worse, rich or poor, sickness and health, 1 Corinthians 7:28. to love and to cherish. That's Ephesians 5. And we talked about that before, 31 through 32. And then last but not least, till death do us part, Matthew 19, specifically verse 6, but 4 through 6. That's the wedding vows. And they have such a deep, rich roots in our culture and in our church. So while I don't knock on personal vows to one another, let's never forget the Bible basis for vows as a whole. A wedding or marriage is for life. Before we go today, I just want to give you a chance. If there's anyone who wants to ask questions or anything like that, I'll give a minute or so to see. We'll take questions, and if you've been enjoying this, just let us know. Put in the comments section. Even if you watch this after the fact, after this live recording, just give us feedback on what we can do different or better. Or if you want to ask questions even after this broadcast is over, put in the comment section. We'll respond even after the fact. But again, I'm by myself today. My wife is with the children, and I'm holding it down. Appreciate y'all being here. Again, it's last call. If there's any questions about marriage, love, relationships, give you a chance now before we sign off. All right. Well, you guys have been great. I appreciate you. Love you guys. And hope these last 4 weeks have been a blessing or some benefit to you. And if so, as always, we ask that you do what God wants you to do. Share the love with somebody else. Share the love with somebody else. So push that share button and let somebody know. Hey, that's our time for this week and for this year on these episodes of Love and Marriage. Hope you've been blessed. Peace.